All right, back live again. We just did a review. This is KJ's statues. Um, just did a review on XM. Not a review, a discussion about why I like the statue. XM's Gambit, which you can see right down there, back in its spot for the moment while I wait for another shelf to come in. Because I also have a custom ordered Gambit from Age of Apocalypse coming that is probably gonna just blow the socks off of both of these. But we went over some pros and cons and points that I forgot, but this is horrible. I hate it. First off, love the pose, dynamic. It takes up so much space. You've got the bar sideways. You've got the cards flying outwards. He's in the danger room. Boring. Like, why not? I bought it. Like, it's a danger room piece. And it was a Marvel exclusive. And I won it on a bid for $450 on eBay. Not a piece is broken on it. There's no number. I'm not going to lift it up and show I don't want to. Well, maybe I can. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it on there for now. But it is a Marvel sample. So for $450, sometimes they say the sample might have uh, a better paint job. I took that chance. I think they did a great job. So let's start with the base. It's a Danger Room style base. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. The explosions are pink. I don't know. Whatever. Maybe it's whatever Danger was programmed before she turned into Danger. He is the classic 90s Gambit. Um, to me, this is um, probably my third favorite statue of Gambit. My second one after XM would be right here. Small one. This is one of the very last 1/10 statues that I have, and they nailed it 100%. As I mentioned in the last video, one thing that Gambit is an acrobat. He's a thieves guild. Yeah, La Diable Blanc. He was supposed to the White Devil was supposed to unite the thieves guild, and uh, it's leaving me. Uh, this thieves guild, and there's only one. The Assassins Guild. So Remy LeBeau, however you want to say it, Sherry, um, did not do that. I don't know, maybe he did in some timeline, but I have really just started getting into Gambit. This is the best Gambit that we've got here. His statue moves in his hand, which makes sense because he uses it a lot. And what I showed on the other statue, and I'll put it over here, is I really like this statue. Well, you can't see it, but I'll just show you here. So if you have it here, you can pull this all the way to the ground, like he's pushing off of it and jumping that way. Like that's what he uses it for. Didn't you watch Wolverine Origins? Anyways, back to Gambit. Iron Studios 1/10 has Sideshow's beat. I'll just say that right now. So I don't know if I'll sell my last 1/10. But let's go up. Base is simply don't like it at all compared to XMs, which we just reviewed in the last video if you want to check it out. Second thing, boots are compared to XMs plain. They've got great detail on the bottom. It's a different, when I say plain, it's really good detail, but they're plain compared to Gambit in action with some sort of sentinel thing in danger. These look like plastic or practice boots. The color, I think they missed. I think the shiny blue, or just straight up purple is the way to go here. Kind of like right in here. This shiny here. I do like this right here. And then this statue, one gripe I had about the XM was the statue wasn't curved on his jacket. It was all just like chopped off, just square, like 90-degree edges. They did a better job on the Sideshow of this, of making the jacket look like it's kind of rounded like a jacket. They could have done better. Now that I'm looking at it twice, until you get close to the edges, it is pretty. I mean, there's at least on this one, there's detail. So Sideshow gets a point for detail on that one. So that's so far only 1 point for Sideshow, but I think I did give him some points in the last video. Wish they would have had a different arm option or some sort of leg option for this, because this space is a collector's worst friend, and this both ways takes up. You have to put it in a corner somewhere, like overlapping, so this goes behind the statue, and this sticks straight out, and then you risk breaking it off. I've not broken, but almost broken these 30 plus times, so I had to move it. I probably should have done it after the first time, but so many close calls with that. Now, where they did win, let's see if I can get this out. There's some good magnets on it. They won with a staff compared to XM's staff, which is just nothing. This looks like it can be taken apart, collapsible, turned into rattan sticks, turned into 3/4 of a stick, and possibly even some chains in there for I'm forgetting what the name of the weapon is, but it's got 3 sticks and 2 chains. You could call them nunchucks. I don't believe they are called nunchucks, though. Somebody can correct me if they watch this. I've got some hanging right there, and I can't remember the name of them. Or they were hanging up there. Now they're hanging in my back room for when I like to go outside and swing them and get a workout in. So Sideshow won on this guy here. But again, you can't adjust it in its hand. There's no extra hand for it. So that really, really bothers me as well. A huge win for Sideshow here, probably one of the only wins that I will give them is, see, you can see, go back and watch my last video when I take the head off. There's so little detail on this coat compared to XM's coat. XM knocked it out of the park. Like if we turn and you can see it back there, I mean, they've got the little X symbols. Remy's got just like little buttons here, which is fine. I mean, would Remy LeBeau have X symbols for buttons? Probably not. Probably not. He's kind of doesn't care, right? Until we get into the age of, he's a X-Men teacher. Remy LeBeau's not putting X-Men pins on him, and he's one of the few that doesn't really rock from my memory, and maybe I'm recalling wrong. He never really rocked an X anywhere. Maybe, if you want to count this, but never an X-Men belt or anything like that. I mean, he's kind of a, um, if Rogue's not there, he's not there, or he's off stealing something. Where uh, Sideshow did well. I'm not even gonna bring out the other face, the limited edition face. It is. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's good, but it's just not at the same time. They could have done. They did pretty good with the hair strands here and kind of how it flips over. I think if they did just a little bit more and then had one go into the other side, and then from the side, you've got the toothpick, no detail on his mask like XM's had. There's a little one sticking out there. Is it a break? Oh no, that's just the light bouncing off of it. So it has it, it's a good head, but it's got a toothpick. Um, I ended the last video, I think, talking about why did neither of them give a head with a fucking cigarette in it. Rogue is always asking Remy to put out a cigarette and give her a kiss. See, that's why this statue for the right price gone easily. XM, I'll keep all day. This one, Marvel sample. I'll see what the price does, uh, and what happens with the market. But as soon as I can sell this, I am over it, and I am realizing it during this review that I am selling this statue. So whether you're watching live or you find this on one of my pages, this is getting boxed up and it is selling. Yeah, it's gone. Absolutely gone. You got both heads. If you want it, make your best offer. It's a Marvel sample. I can show you. So the paint is really good. It's crisp almost everywhere. I've looked at it plenty. I've had it for about 2 months. There's not many flaws. They did a really good job on this one to present to Marvel and say, "Hey, we want to do this one." I mean, they even got a little flare going on his pinky under there. I don't think. There you go, right there. So I don't know if the other versions, if the non-sample versions have that or not. I don't care. After reviewing this one's gone. I hate it, having to turn my head this many times. The Danger Room floor, I sold Colossus, I sold Rogue. I couldn't stand the line. I think, and again, guys, this is my opinion. So You can comment. You can say I'm stupid. I've seen, on some of my comments, like, why don't you like it? It's the best Gambit out there. And it's not the best Gambit out there. Iron Studios 1/10 Gambit is better than this, but for 1/4, they're saying it's the best. I disagree. I think XM has them beat. I'll probably get a custom made one with a cigarette in his mouth, a custom made head with a cigarette in his mouth, and see if I can like switch poles, and put that pole on the XM, and then get a cigarette in his mouth on the XM, and make it just a custom. It just won't be XM anymore. It'll be XM and more. But this, I'm done with now. The La Diable Blanc gone out of my collection. I can't express to you how much I hate it after doing this review. So I'm glad I did the review, and it has helped me now make a decision to get some more room. I got the AOA one coming in with the XM and the AOA, and then my AOA Sinister over there with Sykes' head and Wolverine's claw in there. I've got Wolverine in the shop. That Gambit AOA along with the Magneto AOA I have coming is going to go along just fine. I would get rid of him. Man, less than retail. Just get him out of my house. I'm just kidding. Best offer wins. We're under 20 minutes, guys. Nobody's watching. Doesn't matter. But hopefully some of you will someday. So this one is officially going on sale. You can check it out. All my tags are KJ apostrophe S statues. That's Instagram, Facebook, and then eBay is X-Men statues. You can go on there and see what I got. I got a bunch of the I gotta turn this shit off. This is bothering me. This is the stupidest fucking statue. Just though, it's not really. If you're out there and you want to go for cost, it's a great Gambit. Sideshow, you're gonna have a higher ES with Sideshow. Some people say this is the best Gambit made. Go with Sideshow, get this, and be happy. Or wait until you find the Gambit that you really like. Because I think I liked it right away because I like Gambit, and now talking about all of this, I would never buy this again, even for $450. I see why they sold me a Marvel sample for $450. I would expect a sample to be a little bit higher, but it depends. I think there is a lot of hype for this piece, and it does not do anything for me personally now anymore. I'm getting rid of it. So the White Devil is leaving. This White Devil is leaving my collection as soon as I can get it up for sale, which will be in about 20-25 minutes here. So if you see this anytime soon, pass it on. I'm selling and cutting right at 20 minutes.